Welcome to the NovaLeague. I'm Gremlin, and this is where my Alola Living Dex gets interesting. We're 4 videos in now, and so far all of the hunts have been completely standard. The starters were simple, albeit long, soft resets. Anyone can do them at the Gen 7 full odds of 1 in 4,096. I've also done a bunch of random encounters. Anyone can do those, also at full odds. And I've been hatching eggs off recording via the Marshadow method, which grants us odds of 1 in 683 without the shiny charm. Currently in the hotel. Shiny Poplio. This is the last one that I need for the Poplio line. That is the Poplio line completed. I found Poplio.
Oh, okay. That's huge and awesome.
Do you have a nature guess?
Jolly.
Jolly? Oh, it's Lax. Shout out BlueVacktor. It is Lax. And also blue. These are all things that you can do right now with a copy of Ultra Sun and Moon right out of the box. But now, we're deviating a bit from the typical rules of a Living Dex. See, in Ultra Sun and Moon, under normal gameplay, not every Pokemon can be shiny. Typically, this only includes legendaries, and in Gen 7's case, also things like the Gift Totem Pokemon. This means that if we're playing by the rules of the game, we cannot, under any circumstances, really complete a true Living Dex. But I don't play by the rules. Except I'm still gonna follow some of the rules. Instead of a Pokemon having a 0 in 4,096 chance to be shiny, we can make it have a 1 in 4,096 chance to be shiny. See, if you have access to your game's save file using a modded 3DS, you can just hack in anything you want. I could, hypothetically, simply give myself all the shinies that I can't hunt. Or, if we're opening the door to hacks, I could technically just give myself every shiny. Ever. But that's stupid and boring. This video series wouldn't exist if I did that. Getting the shinies is the interesting part, yes, but the only reason that it's interesting is because I had to spend time looking for them. And I don't know when it's gonna show up. That's the whole reason you're watching these videos. You wouldn't watch a 30-second clip of me generating a Pokemon in PK Hex. Where's the fun in that? It's only fun for you because it's fun for me. I like the hunt aspect of shiny hunting. And to tell you the truth, I've wanted to hunt Marshadow since it was revealed. It's my favorite ghost type, and having previously done a video series of finding the shinies of all my favorite Pokemon, I had to leave Marshadow off the list because I couldn't hunt it, but now I have the means. So let's just go. Hang on, where do you get Marshadow in Ultra Sun and Moon? Oh, you don't. That's right, it's a mythical, which means it isn't even catchable in the games. You can only get it from GameStop for a month in 2017. Okay, so we're doing a couple of cheaty things here then. There is a way to remove shiny locks on encounters in the game itself, and we will be doing that a lot in the future, but the process of removing the shiny lock on a mythical event Pokemon is a lot different, and I had no idea where to start. When I was planning this quest, it seemed as though even with the power of cheating, the mythicals would still be off the table. I hadn't seen anyone else do lock removal hunts for them before, and I couldn't find info about hunting them because, well, it seems like no one wanted to. Who wouldn't want a shiny Marshadow? Look at how good its shiny is. Yeah, I'll talk about this later. Point is, that wouldn't do. I needed to hunt Marshadow. I've always wanted to use one in a playthrough, and to have a shiny one, that's a dream. But I'm too stupid to figure out all this hacking stuff. I mean, I didn't even mod my 3DS until doing this quest. But a viewer named Popcorn reached out to me with a solution. Apparently, using save editing, you can still give yourself what is called a Wonder Card, which is essentially the event you would get from GameStop. So instead of time traveling back to 2017, we can download the card and put it in the game. That's step 1, but with some sort of computer magic that I don't really understand, Popcorn was able to modify the Wonder Cards to change it from can never be shiny to can be shiny. And it'll be at the full odds. As far as I can tell from what Popcorn told me, there's no way to modify that chance either. But they did go ahead and change the level of the mythicals from their standard 50 to 20, so that I can actually use them in a playthrough without being super overleveled. Now, all the modifications made to the Pokemon itself, like the change in level and its shininess, makes it an illegal Pokemon that cannot be transferred, but that's fine by me because the point of this quest is to keep the entire dex on my Ultra Moon cartridge, so they're never leaving Gen 7 anyway. They will be illegal Pokemon, but for our purposes here, that doesn't matter. I don't care. As long as I know that I found them legitimately, or as legitimately as you can, that's all I need. So, with the Wonder Cards made by Popcorn, I could just save in front of the mailman and soft reset until the gift is shiny. And, you know, this script is really long, but can I rant for a second? Why does the mailman have mythicals?
You've got mail.
Generation 4, I think, was the peak of mythical events, where instead of being gifted a super powerful Pokemon of myth and legend, you were able to actually, you know, play the game and see some stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to access. It really gave a lot of context to the existence of these mythical Pokemon in the games that they're associated with, and made them memorable. Especially as someone who hasn't watched the anime or most of the movies, I really appreciate when a Pokemon's lore is available in the game itself. Generation 6, 7, and 8 really dropped the ball on that front. It wasn't until Legends Arceus that things picked up, with mythical encounters being tied to having save data for other games, which means that these aren't even locked behind timed events. And Pecharunt was a crazy return to form when it comes to playable stories in mythical events. But that means that Pokemon like Hoopa, Volcanion, Diancie, Magearna, Marshadow, Zeraora, and Zarude really missed out on an in-game story and the opportunity to feel connected to their home region. But some of these Pokemon definitely do look like they belong in their region just by looking at them. Like Marshadow, man, that just feels right. And a Pokemon Go event actually gave us a little cutscene and a catchable Marshadow, which was really awesome, and tied it to Alola a bit further. And look at Magearna, it just feels French, which makes Kalos a perfect home, and its movie really doubles down on... Huh? What? Alola? Okay, let's save that confusion for another video. Anyway, Zeraora, man, that really feels like a Galar Pokemon. Remember that Dynamax event where we needed to defeat like 1,000,000 Zeraora in order to get access to its shiny? That was awesome, so Galarian. What? Alola? Okay, let's talk about that actually. For the longest time, Zeraora has been one of my least favorite Pokemon. I don't even remember anything about it in regards to Generation 7. It wasn't even distributed until a brief window in 2018, and it was just a gift with no fanfare, so it wasn't very memorable. The only thing I do remember about it are the Dynamax raids, and I think because of that, this Pokemon feels tied to Galar for me. Seeing it on a 3DS in Alola just feels weird. It would be like seeing Koraidon in ORAS or something. And also, it's not my kind of design. I'll talk about Marshadow later in the video, but I prefer my mythicals to be little goobers, not lanky freaks. It looks kind of cool and feral in its battle pose, but when it stands up in its idle animation, I'm sorry. No hate to furries, but of all the Pokemon, that's a guy in a suit.
Hi, how are you?
He should not be allowed to stand like that. This makes me very uncomfortable. And like I was saying before, some Pokemon just sort of feel like they fit their region just by looking at them, and Zeraora never really felt Alolan to me. Bulbapedia claims that it has some connection to a Hawaiian thunder god, but that god's Wikipedia page is like one whole paragraph, and it doesn't mention cats anywhere, so I find this connection dubious at best. And the biggest reason I dislike Zeraora had nothing to do with anything inherent to itself. It's just that I genuinely like every single Gen 7 Pokemon. The Alola Dex is flawless to me. I don't dislike any of them, except Zeraora. It's like a negative feedback loop where, because I don't really like it, and it's the only Gen 7 Pokemon that I don't like, it's holding me back from liking the entire Gen 7 Dex, which makes me dislike it even more. So I hunted it first. I figured that over the course of the hunt, seeing it thousands of times, I'd get used to it being a Gen 7 Pokemon. I did some research about it during the hunt, and I learned that it's apparently born from lightning striking an erupting volcano, which is awesome. That's pretty Hawaiian. Basically, I wanted to learn to appreciate it so that I could say that I really did like every Gen 7 Pokemon. And you know what? It worked. It would have worked a lot better if instead of a random mailman giving it to me, there was some sort of story involved, but hey, I guess we'll have to wait for a Legends game or something. Anyway, huge shout out to Popcorn for making these Wonder Cards, because here's me finding a shiny that you normally would never be able to find. Oh! Oh, it works! Oh my god! Oh my god, it works! Holy sh! That is is beautiful looking. That is striking. Oh, it actually works. That looks awesome. Oh my god. It's gonna be added to the Pokedex. This is gonna look insane. That's so cool. That's so cool, dude. I have made a full turnaround in my opinion of this Pokemon. Oh, it's got the, oh, that's sick. Like the holofoil type gyroscope changing background there. That's sick as hell, dude. Is that a mythical Pokemon? Yes, it is, Rotom. Oh my god. It approaches its enemies at the speed of lightning, then tears them limb from limb with its sharp claws. Sick. Oh, this is so strange. Oh, this is so... I'm so glad that it's possible to do lock removal on this. It's like a very different way. Oh, wow. Impish. Okay. I forgot to guess. This is... I'm stunned. Oh, it has a signature move already, so let's check it out. Let's save. Let's save immediately. I'm just in awe. I wish it had, like, a proper event, but this is still really cool because, like, you're not allowed to do this normally. And we didn't go over odds. And now I know for sure that it works when we start the Marshadow hunt. So this is sick. Normal Picky Pack. Oh, this thing's gonna get destroyed. That is not... that's not a Zeraora. Hold on. Wow, that was such a jump scare. Wow, that is crazy. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't nickname it. I could maybe alter its name with, like, save file editing, but, like... I know I do save file editing for the lock removal, but it just doesn't feel right, you know? Maybe I'll be convinced. I don't know. I do have a name for it if I could nickname it. But for now, let's just keep it the way that it is. We've got a Metapod and that thing is nuts. Okay, let's see signature move. This is gonna be crazy. That's insane. It's like a mini Z move almost. That is nuts. That's so cool, dude. And we got it on the main file here, which is pretty nice. I cannot believe that. Let's check it out in refresh. Once again, you are not Zeraora. That is just a cube. Ooh, okay. So, I do like this thing a lot more than I did before. I don't like when it stands up. It's like animalistic pose when it's leaning forward is a lot better. That just looks like a man. That is a guy. That is like that's a dude. This is a man. I will say its shiny is so much better than its standard colors though. Look at how striking the yellow, like the lightning bolt whiskers are. Oh, this is sick. Yeah, I definitely prefer its other pose. Ugh. Yeah, I don't want to pet it right now. If it stayed in this pose the whole time, it'd be so much better. But I don't hate it anymore, and that's awesome. Wow, this is so cool. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to the hunt here. I mean, that's kind of it with this one. But now it's time to move on to Marshadow, and this one I'm very excited for, and I'd be more comfortable with it going over odds. So I'm glad that this one proved itself very quickly. It's going to be a bit more difficult to reset for Marshadow though, but I think I'll be able to notice. I'll see you with the next one. This is awesome. Yeah, you know, so long as Zeraora doesn't stand up, this thing is kinda awesome. It's definitely not my favorite Alolan Pokemon, but it has grown on me quite a bit. And hey, the lock removal worked. One of the other reasons I started with Zeraora is that its shiny is way more noticeable. Considering that this Wonder card is typically shiny locked, I didn't know at what point it would display shiny. So this was sort of a test for Marshadow, whose shiny is less noticeable. And by less noticeable, I mean it's not. Some shinies are subtle, and to the trained eye, you can notice the difference. But, like another Alolan Pokemon we'll have to deal with later, Marshadow's shiny doesn't change. At all. So you may be wondering, why do I want it so bad? Well, Marshadow is my favorite mythical. I love when mythical Pokemon are tiny little goobers. I think Shaman, Meltan, and Mew are my other favorites in that order, and Marshadow is a step above the rest. I think it's the personality that it shows in its battle animations. It is so determined to fight, and it will beat you up, but it's also so tiny and round and little, and like a little goober, little man, little guy, look at him! And besides Mew, it's my favorite shiny mythical too. My favorite thing about it shiny is that because it's no different, I can claim that my official Marshadow plush is shiny, and you can't prove me wrong. But also, when Marshadow attacks or does any animation besides its idol, it glows a ghostly green. And that's the color that matters, because when it's shiny, it glows purple. And if there's something you should know about me, it's that I really like purple. I have wanted this shiny Pokemon for years. This hunt is a long time coming, and even though this thing is super overpowered and I'll be using other ghost types on my team, it will be part of my team for the rest of the game, and you will be seeing it in probably every video of this quest past this point. So you better like him too, and if you don't, keep an eye on your shadows. I found Zeraora off stream a while back now because I went on a trip to New York with Ruby, and then right after and also right before that, I went back to school, and I'm now in school again, and so I have pretty much Friday, Saturday, Sunday to do streams and stuff. I got to take advantage of that. The lock removal, it works. It's time to find Marshadow, and this one's going to be a bit interesting. You get Marshadow from the mailman, and then, so with Zeraora, this is the point where you could tell it was shiny. However, these are both, I assume, normal Marshadows. The one on my layout is the one we're looking for, shiny Marshadow. Now, if you look really close, you can kind of tell the difference. And I just lied to you because no, you cannot. When they get added here, there's something I need you to pay attention to. They do this interesting thing with the Pokedex. You can kind of see, if you look a little bit closely, there is a tint, like the slightest tint of green. So its normal colors are green and the shiny is purple. I imagine that whenever it's shiny, I will be able to notice at this point. But if I don't, in the Pokedex preview, I can make them do an attack. And if it's purple, it's shiny. That's what we're looking for. I was thinking about streaming Mew, but I want to be able to hear the game sounds, and the game sounds don't mesh well with the background music, and I don't want to stream without background music, so I'm streaming Marshadow. There is a different reason I'm streaming Marshadow, and I'm going to be very transparent here. Remember when we did Cutiefly, and I said it's impossible to draw bad Cutiefly art, and then all of a sudden we just had like the most art a layout has ever seen? I have an ulterior motive for streaming Marshadow instead of just recording it, and I'm going to be so for real with you. I'm going to be very upfront with this. There's not enough Marshadow art out there, and I feel like if I'm live, maybe I can convince some people who wouldn't otherwise have thought to draw Marshadow. We'll do a little bit of Marshadow art. So, over the course of this stream, a ton of Marshadow art was posted in the NovaLeague Discord, and you'd think with how impatient I've been to do this hunt and with how much I talk a big game about wanting this shiny so bad, that I'd really lock in and focus on doing a ton of encounters, but no. I got so distracted. We went on tangents about the origins of some of my book stuff, and also I somehow ended up doing a world tour of a Minecraft server that my friends and I practically lived on in 2020 during lockdown. I streamed for 8 hours, and only some of that was shiny hunting Marshadow. If you want to see the VOD, I posted it on my second channel with the title, The Marshadow Stream. It's called this because, in addition to all the Marshadow art, a little over 7 hours in on day 1 of the Marshadow hunt, well, I think chat puts magic in their art or something because that's the only explanation for this next part. No, genuinely, like, with this Marshadow, like, I'm actually so excited for it to be shiny because, like, while its base form doesn't change at all, I think that makes its attacking form so much better. And one of the reasons why I had the Wonder Card edited to be level 20 so I can use it in a playthrough is that, like, I feel like the only proper way to appreciate it shiny is to use it in a playthrough so that you can see it constantly do attacks and be purple. You know what I mean? The more images that get added to the layout, the more the Minecraft Steve image gets separated from the Marshadow that's part of it. And so now it looks like there's just an inexplicable Minecraft Steve with no Marshadow connected to it on the layout. I think that's really funny. I think I'm gonna end stream when Ruby gets home. 8 minutes away. I think she's getting food right now. So probably more than 8 minutes away. But the stream might end incredibly abruptly the second I hear the door opening. This is a fair warning. Any moment now. I mean, it's been a nearly 8-hour stream, so like... the VOD is not available, no, but if you want like Randy Chaos from the 24-hour stream, our 24-hour recap video combined with Ronk's is like the perfect summarization of Randy's vibe, hearing all that. Shout out Rock, by the way. So true, Rhea. $800 encounters in like 8 hours sounds like it should be normal. Like, oh, we're doing 100 an hour. But like, we got distracted like an hour each twice. That's not it, is it? That's not it. Wait, hold on. Hold on. That's not it, right? That's it. Is that already it? That can't. Oh my god! No way! No way! One stream? I'm gonna cry. What? I'm shaking. Hold on, I need to save. Oh my god. I've saved, and it's on the Ultra Sun, which is the file that I'm going to use it on. I don't know what to do with myself. I genuinely... I can't believe 802. I cannot. No, it's not. It does not have a guaranteed nature. It's just jolly. That's ridiculous. I didn't even see that. Level 20 Shiny Marshadow. Oh my god. I'm gonna save a million times. I cannot believe this. The art actually summoned it. I've just gone like, I've overheated. I think this might be like the first Shiny Marshadow. I don't know. Hey Alola, what's up? We're not looking at you right now. I'm sorry to say. Oh, he's so adorable. Okay, so he looks perfectly normal here. I don't think that he'll do any of his attacks in here. This, for the most part, looks like we're interacting with a regular-ass Marshadow. Let's send this out. Oh, actually, before we send it out, we have to do something very important. Oh my god, I'm so excited to check this out. Guys, I do not know how to stress enough. I have been waiting years to have this, and I just have it. We have Marshadow Z. Came with the gift. You guys want to see its Z move? Normal Pikipek, and... That's Alola. I'm so stupid. Hello, Alola. You know what? That's fine. We wouldn't have been able to kill the Pikipek anyway. It's normal type. We've got... I can't believe this. Another Pikipek. Okay, we're not going to use the Z move against this guy. No different at all Shiny Marshadow, except when we do this. That was the worst move to choose. It didn't even show off its shiny. Wow, so different. Okay, Fomantis. All right. Completely different, definitely noticeable Shiny Marshadow. And, guys... I have been waiting years. It's mine. I have a shiny Marshadow. 802 encounters. This is ridiculous. Guys, this is what I'm saying. You can't prove that my plush isn't shiny. Look at them, they're identical. Let's see Spectral Thief. Dude, that fits the purple, the purple particles so well. I'm so happy with this. That is my favorite mythical and my favorite shiny mythical. That's such a unique shiny, dude. Ultra Sun team is kind of crazy right now. Look at this. Marshadow, Trumbeak, Brion, and Torracat, and Girafarig. And you know what's crazy is that, wait, cool man, no, hold on. Wait. Wait. What? We got shiny Marshadow in the same number of encounters as its national Pokédex entry? What do I... In one stream where we got incredibly distracted like twice. Now, does he do the attack like form only when he does Spectral Thief, or like, what about Force Palm? Oh my god. Okay, so close combat was just a bad move to pick then. Yeah, this is the Marshadow stream. The one. This is the one Marshadow stream. Guys. Oh! You know what I need to do right now? I was about to end the stream. Give me 1 second. We're not done yet. Guys, this Alola Dex Quest is my favorite thing I've ever decided to do. We have to, right now, let's go all the way to the last pages of the Dex here. Soft reset. February 1st, 2025. 802. Parentheses, its Dex number. 802 full odds, by the way, in Ultra Sun. Dude, oh, and also, of course, how could I forget? Cherry on top, green lightsaber. Green lightsaber pen. There it is. There he is, right there. Marshadow, complete. Wow. Dude. I love this Dex Quest, you guys. Let's check this out in its full glory that it deserves.